The comments that Doc Rivers had about the Clippers was really uncalled for. I mean, it's not really something that we really need to be talking about now. The Clippers have moved on. They are trying to win a championship. They're trying their best to stay healthy, and they really don't need no distractions, period. And this coming out, him speaking on the Clippers is really just a weak move to me because really, of course, I know they're asked questions and things like that in regards to, their past to where they are presently, but still, I feel like you have to, leave that in the past. I feel like you can't talk about it. I feel like you can't live it. I feel like you have to, go away from it. You know what I'm saying? He's with the Sixers. He's got that team. Focus on Joel. So when they ask you, about, what it's like with the Clippers or something like that, you just say, well, it just didn't work out or something like that. You don't have to go into detail and say, oh, it didn't work out because, the Clippers, they just wasn't, together. We didn't get along. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. Because, really, that's 3-4 seasons ago. That's ages ago in a lot of people's minds. So it's like, it's no need talking about it and trying to make something out of it that it doesn't need to be. It's not like you were their coach last year or the year before. You were their coach 3-4 seasons ago. So, it's no need really speaking on it because I feel like that just, stirs up more, drama and more things for the media to talk about. And it's really putting more of a cloud over the Clippers because, now they're going to put the narrative out there possibly that, oh, can they really build this cohesion that can help them win or this and that, or just put out some other false narratives about the team. So I feel like Doc Rivers really hasn't moved on from the situation. It really stained him. And really for him to come out and say that, this team was never going to win, it's like he never believed in any of those players. And that's really not good to hear from a coach who was coaching a team, making money doing it and acting like, he was all in for the team at the time, saying all the stuff he said after post games and in media day and all the things that he, took a part of back then, so it's just not a good look to me. And really, when you think about the Clippers, their situation, like I said, they're trying to win a championship. They don't need no distractions. They don't need, anybody trying to, throw anything in there about them and try to throw their game off because they got a tough matchup. And I know they're going to use that as motivation, or at least I hope they do, because they got a tough matchup against the Phoenix Suns. And, that big three they got, big four, some people might say, if DeAndre Ayton plays the way he's supposed to, it's going to be tough to beat them. And they're going to need a collective effort from everybody. And they're going to have to really lock in and really focus because it's going to be tough to stop KD. It's going to be tough to stop Booker. And if you do double team them, Chris Paul have a lot of wide open shots. And even though Chris Paul isn't the CP3 he used to be, I still think if you give him a lot of wide open threes, he'll make you pay on a lot of those. So my point is the Clippers can go in here and they can steal, one of the biggest upsets, victories in a 7-game series in a long time. They can steal it. They can win it. But at the same time, they got to be all locked in. And listening to comments like these, I hope they just use it as motivation because, like I said, Doc Rivers speaking on them is not making or breaking them as long as they don't feed into it and hear it and let that get into their head because they have to go out there and, make things, work. They have to go out there and try to make things happen because they're missing a superstar caliber player in Paul George, and they're leaning on their main guy, superstar in Kawhi Leonard, to uphold everything until possibly Paul George can come back and take a little bit load off of him, and hopefully Kawhi can maintain that load and help this team win in the process because, like I said, it's just going to be tough against the Phoenix Suns, and everybody knows that, but a lot of people are not, in favor of the Clippers. A lot of people are against them in regards to this series. The odds favorites is 5 5 or more. I think I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to speak on that, but I mean, it's not favoring the Clippers. Just know that. So it's like they need to really focus. They need to really lock in. And these comments from Doc Rivers really don't matter. Now, like I said, for him to bring these comments out now, specifically, in the playoff, time of the Clippers trying to go out here and make a run, I think it's really weak to me. As I said before, my stance is you can avoid the question. You can say next question, or you can say, things just didn't work out, however so, but you don't have to go into detail like this. I don't really think it's going to stain the Clippers any, but like I said, I just think it's a weak move on Doc Rivers' part. Like, let it go. Don't worry about it. And like overskip the question, focus on your team, focus on, Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey and James Harden, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys got something over there where, you're trying to win. And, Joel Embiid is an MVP type player. So if you can't at least make it to a finals or come close to making it to a finals, which you guys haven't as of yet, you definitely need to focus on what you have there and not really speaking on what the Clippers have on this side. So I just think it's a waste of his breath, waste of his energy. And I feel like, really for Doc Rivers, it's just a waste for him to even, feed into that or even speak upon that. I mean, at this point, like I said, it's a far gone conclusion. It's just somebody trying to really, whoever might have asked him the question or made him say that, definitely, might have, trying to get a story. And even if they didn't ask him, heck, I mean, he's giving them a story anyway by even speaking on it. And that's definitely something that, is going to hit the internet and has hit the internet a lot now, so I just think, hey, just leave it alone, move on. And the Clippers just got to stay focused. And that's the main thing. Stay focused and stay, ready, because I think the Clippers defense is going to have to be at an all-time high going into this series. And as I said before, there's no distraction, there's no distraction for them. And they have to think this way. And I hope that, it doesn't, affect their game any, which I don't believe it will. But, it's just kind of a coincidence, like little things like this come out at these type times, right when they get ready to go into playoffs and stuff like that. It's like almost just trying to put another curse on them or something like that. And I don't think we need that. So, hopefully the Clippers go in there and focus and, do what they're supposed to do. I expect them to play really well, actually, in the first game. I think, they actually might steal game one, I believe. So, I mean, but we'll talk about that, a lot more, going forward and things like that. But I definitely think they might steal game one, because I think they're going to come out ready and prepared. And I think we're going to see a lot of, Terrence Mann, coming off the bench, trying to guard some of those key pieces that, the Phoenix Suns have. And, Kawhi guarding, playing at a high level. And I think, it's going to be a battle. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's going to chip in on the Clippers, and I think they're going to find a way to win. So I can't wait to see it. But as far as this Doc Rivers stuff, I mean, really, it's just